three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls.
It's a story of a man named Brady who was busy with three boys of his own. They were formed and living all together, yet they were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of a fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire and his wife, a movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Island. So this is the tale of our castaways. They're here for a long, long time. They'll have to make the best of things. It's an uphill climb. But first mate and his skipper too will do their very best to make the others comfortable in their tropic island nest. No phone, no lights, no motor car, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, it's primitive as can be. So join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile from 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Island.
Good
All right, so I was saying goodnight, farewell. I wasn't really supposed to be saying that because it's just starting. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I just finished like a whole bunch of shows, and I'm going crazy with all these new season premieres. Ooh, the season premieres on Wednesday night. Ooh, I was so excited when I was doing my stream on Wednesday night that I forgot to watch them. No, I was figuring out how to get everything. I've got Wednesday's show on YouTube. We are all set to go. We're all set to go. We are all set to go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you don't know where you are or what this is or what's going on or who is this on your screen and you just clicked on the wrong person, take on a look. This is the new nerd in town. We're doing TV talk. I am the new nerd. My real name is Dave. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to a great show. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be talking about two special season premieres that happened on Wednesday and a couple of other shows that have been happening for a long time. Not really a long time. It's like 3 or 4 episodes into it, but so much is going on and so much has happened. So much. So many things. The things just keep coming. It's like a magician with the ribbon. It just keeps coming out, keeps coming back out. And of course, tonight, it's Sunday night. It is the season premiere of The Walking Dead. Ooh. So... can't wait for it to come out. Can't wait. It's a big night here in the new nerd, in the basement. It is a huge night. So, how is everybody doing? How's everyone doing? I see Super John is back in the chat. Welcome, Super John. I'm sorry. Spooky John. How are you, Spooky? Yeah, that's right. We are in October, which means two things. Well, really, three things. One, Comic-Con in New York City. I know it's not the original. I know people aren't really that excited about it, but guess what? There was a lot of people that were excited about it, and it's New York. We get excited about everything. I mean, we had the Pope come here. We got excited for that. But anyway, so it's Comic-Con. Walking Dead comes back. Tonight. In fact, if that's where you are, that's fine. I may act like I'm upset, but I'm really not. Yeah, I'm really not. And also, it's Halloween. So let me know. Tweet at me what your costumes are going to be. If you got any good Halloween plans. I don't. No. I tried to go trick-or-treating in like my college years and stuff, but yeah, most parents just turned me away. They wouldn't even give me a toothbrush. Like, you know that one family that gives you a toothbrush or gives you money or something like that? They didn't give me anything. My teeth are still doing pretty good, right? Yeah. But anyway, happy October, happy Halloween, and of course, happy Walking Dead night. Ooh, the season premiere. And I know some people who were at Comic-Con, they got a special treat. They got to see live, before anybody else, they got to see The Walking Dead season premiere early at Madison Square Garden with the cast of The Walking Dead. Now, I'm sorry, but where was that clipboard? I mean, where was that clipboard when people were signing it and letting them know that it was going there? I don't know. But I went to Comic-Con on Thursday. I had a great time. Great time. And, yeah, it was my first time ever going. And I have to say, I don't want to say I wasn't prepared for it, but maybe I wasn't prepared for it. But it was cool. We walked around. We got to see a lot of the new comics coming out. We got to see a lot of cosplay. Cosplay does not mean consent. Learn that. even though I have nothing to do with that because there wasn't really a lot of that going around, which made me kind of happy because I didn't want to be walking around like it was Halloween in college and all the girls are wearing a little bit of skimpy costumes, which was good. I mean, the couple that I did get to see, bravo, good job. Thank God for you. It wasn't that cold out. But yeah, I was walking around in my Sons of Anarchy vest, which I made myself. Got some pictures taken. Got yelled at a couple times because I was walking too fast for them. So it just happens at Comic-Con. I saw some guys that were help promoting the Warrior, and they were doing they look so cool. Yeah. So yeah, it was really cool. I went with couple of the guys over at Crit Camp Gaming, Chris Mittens and Lyle. We walked around all day. We were joking around. We were checking out some new games for them to possibly look out on stream. Chris got to play this game called Ultimate Battle Game, which is a card game. It's kind of like poker and apples to apples meets Pictionary. Because what you're doing is you draw a certain amount of cards, and each card has like a person or an object or like a something. And what you do is it's PvP, so it's person versus person, and you go up against one person and you just draw something. And oh, that's good, Super John, Spooky John. That's good. They got the bear. For those of you who don't know, they got the bear that stole Super John's pizza last week. They found him. We're all good. We're all happy. So anyway, the game, you put down these things that are unimaginable. You could play this with a little kid, or you could play this completely sloshed at a bar waiting for your food. So yeah, you could just put down bees with cactus stingers, and I would have to defend you with whatever's in my card. And then you have to draw out the picture. But you draw the picture first, and then you explain what's on your card, and you put your cards down. And if the person you're playing against disagrees with what cards you put down, there's a disagreement card. And usually the disagreements don't last that long because the disagreements tell you right away who won the argument. And it's a fast-paced game. But it was really fun. It was really fun. It's a simple game. It's not a game where you need to look into all this other stuff, like who's doing this, who's doing that. You just, if I want to attack you with a lollipop made of cactus, I don't know why I keep saying cactus, but a lollipop made of cactus, I'm going to attack you with the lollipop made of cactus. And if you don't like it, tough. Hey, you could disagree with me, but chances are it'll say that I'm right, because I'm always right. Isn't that right? No? Right. So we got to see that game, and we got to go over to a booth called Cryptozoic. They make board games, from what I understand. If you want to learn any more of this, definitely go over to Crit Camp Gaming on Tuesday night. They'll be talking about it. They're coming back with some more Zombicide. But Cryptozoic made a game out of one of my favorite nerd-off movies, Ghostbusters. They made a Ghostbusters board game. And I have to say, we played for a good half hour, 45 minutes, and it was so fun. So fun. Don't be Winston. Yeah, don't be Winston. Winston, we found out, gets the staff. Winston is kind of like the forgotten Ghostbuster out there, but yeah, you don't want to be Winston. But I digress. So look out for Ghostbusters. It had a Kickstarter, but the Kickstarter's closed. So if you're just finding out about it now, don't run to Kickstarter just yet. It's just going to be it's going to be some time, but hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully hopefully it'll be out on shelves. Because the Kickstarter went well, from what they were telling us. The Kickstarter did go well, so it's all good. But Ghostbusters was so much fun. And then I'm not a huge fan of anime. If you ask me if I've ever seen an episode of Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. I mean, senior year of high school, one of my friends tried to get me into one of my friends was really, really excited about Cowboy Bebop. I never really could get into it, but we were able to get we got wristbands to go to the main stage to meet the creator and the head writer for Naruto, which is a popular manga and anime TV show. I watched the first episode last night, and I gotta say, I'm still a little bit on the fence with the anime, but I figured it's a TV show. I do a thing called TV Talk. I might as well talk about it. But let me see. Yes. And if I butcher this name, all you Naruto fans out there, I'm so sorry. But it was Sensei Masashi Kishimoto. It was his first time ever in the States. It was his first time in front of a crowd like this at a Comic-Con. And yeah, Dragon Ball Z Go Team Edition. Is that the new one? Because I know I didn't read that. Yeah, I didn't read that right. Nope, that's on me. My bad. I didn't read it right. But if you want to see what Super John, it was Dragon. We'll say it's a type of snack food. Z Go Team Edition. But anyway, went to the Naruto panel with all these fanatics, and I had a blast. He drew 2 pictures live. One of them was, of course, of the main character, Naruto. And if you were to ask me who the second person was, I could not tell you. Chris, if you're in chat or if you're watching the channel, please write down who it was, and I'll let you know. And you can let me know. But yeah, so the panel was really cool. Naruto is finished, which a lot of people are sad about. At least a lot of people in that realm are very sad about it. And yeah, it's like any other thing that finishes. Like when Sons of Anarchy finished, I was upset about it. When Star Wars eventually finishes with Episode 9, I will be sad about it, because it is something that is holding near and dear to your heart. When Michael Jackson unfortunately passed away from for whatever reasons, I was upset about it. When things end, people get upset about it. It's just a true nature. But yeah. So Comic-Con was great. Seeing Masashi Sensei was awesome. And yeah, it was great. It was a great time. Yeah. So why don't we get into what we're really here for? Not for my childish banter of Comic-Con. Why don't we talk about TV shows? It was a big week in TV shows. We had two great shows come back. We had a lot of stuff happen in a lot of different shows. I'm going to start out with the show, though, that I should have done on the Wednesday show, but I didn't get a chance to watch it because things at my real job got crazy. So, I can't sit and watch TV shows all day. Sometimes I can. But anyway, our first show tonight we're going to talk about it's in its 3rd season. It's 2 episodes in? 2 episodes in. We just saw the second or third episode. I can't look it up. But anyway, it's not the best product made by this company, but it's doing well enough because it ties into the other parts of this universe that they create, and that is Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's delving into this whole Inhumans comics and Inhumans idea and writing, which is going to further be explained, and that storyline will run into Captain America Civil War, which is the next Marvel MCU movie to come out for Disney and Marvel and everybody like that. And Civil War, if people read the comics, it is the only comic series I read. The Inhumans are part of it. So, it's just, well, Super John, stick around on Wednesday. We'll talk about The Walking Dead, not Doctor Who, but we'll talk about The Walking Dead. Anyway, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So this is kind of just picking up the Inhuman storyline and helping it move along so that people who don't read the comics kind of know what they can expect for Captain America Civil War. We already kind of see from the Avengers Age of Ultron, the fight against Captain, like the split, the rift in the relationship between Captain America and Tony Stark / Iron Man, but it's not it's not completely separated. The Civil War storyline should hopefully do that, and we'll see that in the next movie. It should be quite fantastic. There I go saying fantastic. But back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So Daisy / Sky, who I'll always call Sky, she is she's Quake, so she has the inabilities to move the earth, to shift wavelengths in order to make the world crumble around her, or push things, or it's not telekinesis, but it's more of pushing around wavelengths within the surrounding area in order to move things or just to move the earth. So that's the power that she has. So she is an Inhuman, and right now what they're finding is that there are others out there, kind of like heroes, and they're just trying to find them, and they're trying to bring them in to to either help out with S.H.I.E.L.D. and destroy whatever Hydra remnants are out there. And Hydra is out there. We did see in this episode that Grant Ward is trying to rebrand Hydra after Baron von Strucker was killed in Avengers Age of Ultron, which, if you haven't seen that movie by now and you're watching a show that has nerd in the title, and I call myself a new nerd, and it's new nerd in town. Like, if nerd is all over the place and you haven't seen Avengers Age of Ultron, you might want to get in on that. I digress. But anyway, Grant Ward is going around and he's trying to restructure, rebrand, and basically bring Hydra back to what he feels is a new glory day type thing. All is going well. However, what am I doing? However, the team of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is also just going around. They're trying to help those who are Inhuman harness their powers and really try to get them to use them for good rather than for evil. But as anyone who discovers that they have new powers, they're confused. if you woke up one day, like you go to bed one night and you wake up the next day, and every time you try to turn your alarm clock off or you try to use your phone, it zaps and dies. Like if you use a piece of electronics and the whole thing just gets overheated for no reason, like if you just turn your monitor on or just touch this microphone and this huge lightning bolt goes right into it, you'd be a little freaked out, right? Right? I would. Because I don't like lightning. It strikes. You don't say lightning pitter-pattered. It strikes. It strikes. But anyway. So that's what these Inhumans are doing. They also, at the end of season 2, were able to collect this giant stone obelisk type thing. And it sucked up Gemma Simmons, who's one of the 2 brainiacs working for S.H.I.E.L.D. that were helping make all the pretty cool technology. They were basically like... their names were Fitz and Simmons. It's 2 different people. We saw in season 2 that Fitz was having a little problem because of what he did in season 1. But throughout season 2, he was able to get his intelligence and was able to speak better by the end of it. Fitz was taken in and sucked up by this obelisk thing. So, Fitz, who's in love with Simmons, and we kind of see Simmons, she's just, she just doesn't know what to do with herself, as they mostly don't. They are, whatchamacallit, they are a little, they are, kind of an embattlement of love type thing. It's like he loves her, she loves him, but they love each other at different times. So it's weird. It's a little weird. But since Simmons got sucked up by this thing, Fitz, all he wants to do is just get her out. Which is fine. That's perfectly fine. Finally, at the end of this episode, and I'll throw up the spoiler alert if you want me to, here it is. At the end of the episode of this week, they do get Gemma out, and you find out she's okay. She gets a little bit of she's a little weary and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll pump her for information, because we need to find out a couple things. And for those of you who are muted right now, can't hear me, I'm just going to do this for now, so come back in. This is, I'll thumbs up, and that's what I'll do for spoilers. I should have explained that, but whatever. So now what you want to do is you have 2 very smart people, and we need to figure out, what was that, which we all know was a portal, and we know that they've been trying to figure, we know through the episode that they were trying to figure out what they were doing, and this is a centuries-old thing, and blah, 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 blah. And in their travels to try to figure out who it is, there's an Asgardian who is jailed on Earth who does not like portals. And he's lived throughout the world, throughout its history, and he's in jail now, and he's just sitting there, and he's in Norway, and he's enjoying himself. Well, it turns out it's not Thor, so it's not Chris Hemsworth, for all of you ladies out there who like Chris Hemsworth. But it was, in fact, this other dude. I was trying to look at him, trying to get him out to see if he was in any of the Thor movies as an Asgardian, if he was in the Avengers for a second, and I just didn't notice him. No, this is the first time he's ever been introduced in the Marvel MCU universe. I'm sure he's in the comics all over the place, but as we all know, I don't read much. So, but it was cool to see and notice, and it took me till after watching the episode that it was the art curator from the movie Ghostbusters 2. The one who was under Vigo's spell. It was that guy. It was the little squirmy guy that Bill Murray that Dr. Venkman didn't really, he didn't really like having him around because he was trying to get in to Sigourney Weaver's pants. And we all know Bill Murray doesn't like that when another guy tries to do it, especially this little creepy guy, because he was a little creepy. But it was cool to see him. He was cool. He had a couple of good one-liners. And, yeah, we're all happy for them. They're all excited. Yay! Gemma's back. Woohoo! Fitzsimmons is together again. Yay! Wonderful. Great. Get back to work. All right? Go catch more Inhumans. I want to see more powers. All right? All right? We're done. We're done. We got her. Pumper full of information. They think it's Kree. This obelisk thing that ate her. They thought it was Kree. Was it really Kree? Was that the planet that they're from? I thought the Kree were the ice people from Thor. I could be wrong. I could be mixing things up again, like calling Emma Swan Emma Stone. That was an accident. It just happens like that. But anyway. So that was Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it was a good episode. Again, all these shows are very early in their seasons, so it's just, one storyline at a time, one story arc at a time. That's all we got to do. It's just one story arc at a time. And if you've got any comments or anything like that, let me know. Let me know about it. Just let me know. Let me know in chat live now, or I'll be posting clips of these up on YouTube, and you just leave me comments there. I've got episode 2 is in 3 parts. It's up on YouTube. Got them up last night after fighting with you don't know how many video editing software programs, but I got them up. So yeah, if you have anything about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., let me know. Let me know what you think. I know there's been characters and comic book characters that are announced for this new season, but I don't want to divulge them. I don't want to keep hitting this spoiler alert button and telling people to come back in. But let me know. So yeah, that was Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a good show.